Good morning, sir. Myself, Pujita. I am studying BTech first year in Srinivasa Ramanujan Institute of Technology. I am from ECE department. My roll number is 24 4Z1A0492. Subject Introduction to Programming. Subject code 23 CSC 101. My topic name is function call syntax. Now, first of all, we will discuss about introduction to function call syntax. Function call syntax refers to the way functions are invoked in programming languages. Understanding functions call is crucial for effective coding and debugging. This presentation will cover the basics of function call syntax with examples. Coming to the next one. What is a function? A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. Functions can take input parameters and return output values. They help organize code and improve readability and maintainability. Basic syntax of function calls. The basic syntax of function calls consists of the function name followed by parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, you can pass arguments as needed by the function. For example, in Python calling a function named my function is done by simply as my function. Example of a simple function call. Here is an example of a simple function in Python: def greet name return f hello name. This function takes one parameter name and return a greeting string. It can be called as greet alias, which return hello alias. Coming to the next one, function call with multiple parameters. Function can accept multiple parameters to perform more complex operations. For example, a function add a comma b could be defined to be return the sum of two numbers. Calling add 5 comma 3 would be written 8. Default parameter values. Function can also have default parameter values to make argument optional. For example, def power base comma exponent equals to 2. Return base exponent. Set a default exponent value. Calling power 3 uses the default value and return 9, while power 3 comma 3 return 27. Case 1. Both arguments are passed. Sum of 5 comma 5. Function sum of x equals to 3 comma y equals to 5. Open the flower bracket, return x plus y semicolon, close the flower bracket. Case 2. One argument is passed. Sum of 7 semicolon. Function sum of x equals to 3 comma y equals to 5. Open the flower bracket, return x plus y semicolon, close the open bracket. Case 3. No argument is passed. Sum. Function sum of x equals to 3 comma y equals to 5. Open the flower bracket, return x plus y semicolon, close the flower bracket. Coming to the next one, keyword arguments. Keyword arguments allow you to pass arguments by explicitly naming them. For example, def create user name age can be called as create user age equals to 30 name equals to Bob. This makes the code more readable, especially with many parameters. Keyword arguments get phone country equals to 1 comma area equals to 1 2 comma first 4 equals to 5 6 last equals to 7 8 9 0. Coming to the next one, return values from function calls. Functions can return values that can be stored in variables. For instance, result equals to add 10 comma 20 restores the return value 30 in the variable result. Return values are essentially for further calculations and logic in the program. Common errors in function calls. One common error is calling a function with incorrect parameters. For instance, calling greet without an argument will lead to a type error in Python. It is important to understand the function's signature to avoid such issues. Conclusion and best practices. Understanding function call syntax is vital for writing effective code. Always refer to the function's documentation for details on parameters and return values. Good practices include using descriptive names for functions and their parameters. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity.